What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Thursday, August 19th to all of you. Thank you for watching Betting with the Bag right here on Pub Sports Radio. I am frustrated, man. Very, very frustrated. And the frustration only grew. So 4-7 last night, down 3.65 units. And now, after all this hard work that we put in, I'm only up 2.5 units on the year at 255, 225, 53.1%, but average line minus 111. We know the VIG and MLB can get you. And tomorrow, as you guys know, is in and out day with my local Friday. And I put myself in an uncomfortable situation. And I'm angry. I'm angry about the situation I'm in. I'm angry that I had to wait for the first fives to come out so late. I wanted the Twins' first five so badly. I just thought the line was ridiculous. And I had to wait. So instead of getting a plus 220 or 225, I ended up getting a plus 190, which made me so angry. So angry. So I put on my BC Lions jersey because the Leos have their home opener tonight, their first game at BC Place in 2 years. And I put on a Razor Sharp Picks Cash It hat. And I'm focused. But the seething anger could come out at any moment. I am thankful to be here with you guys. But I'm not feeling it today, man. The Cubs score 7 runs. Molly falls apart, and I can't cash the over 9.5. I don't move on the Twins Indians over 9.5 that I should have wanted to move on. Oh, God. Astros double dip. And even that fucking final hit by Altuve that, I think the run – I think he got there. I think he was safe. I think it was a 3-3 game at that point. And you could tell the ump was so close to calling it safe and then called him out. And you can't, when it's that close, you have to go with the call on the field. And I was just, and it was my daughter's birthday. And I was jovial all night. But the Astros made me fucking angry. Shout out to everybody joining us. Real Deal Prime. Michael Irvelina, right there, saying it right there. Oh, God. Thank God I added the Angels Detroit under 8.5, Gamblers First Glance, and the Taint. Or it would have been just an awful night. Awful night. But not for Real Deal Prime. 62 for Real Deal Prime. There's Sammy Comer ready to get to work. Michael Irvelina going with the Rays team total over. That's also TJ's play of the day with he was on Astros first 5 -1/2 as well yesterday. So he's now 10-2, which is a pretty spectacular record. There is Clint Starr, the diehard MMA podcast. Real Deal Prime saying women's number 1 ranked female tennis player will lose today. Sammy Comer on Kerber moneyline and -1.5 games. There's Fap Win says, I've elevated Mike Foltynewicz to porn star status. Thank you. And Fap gave us a horse play yesterday, and it goes off today. It was for today's action. So let me just pop it one more time in the chat because Fap Win, his ROI when he gives us these looks in Australia, he's Australian. He lives in Australia. When he gives us these looks on Australian racing, his ROI is just absolutely spectacular. So I'm going to pop it in the chat. He gave us this yesterday. And this will pop off later on this evening. Ostino Liggett in the house. Slick Rick ready to go. North Ender interceded bags approach after testing waters and of ignoring the market moves. Had I followed through on that more so, it would have been a better day for me because I wanted to go up against the market move in the Indians game. I wanted to go up against both those market moves in those 2 early games. And I'm just extremely angry. I couldn't be angrier. And that's why I put up put on razor sharp picks, cash it hat. See, maybe if that would take a little bit of the seething fucking anger off of me. TJ says, wife in surgery right now. Love this fam. Keep my mind off the what ifs. Throw up a prayer if you don't mind. Wow, TJ, I didn't know that was going on in your life right now. So much love to you, TJ. Big part of our family here, a spectacular capper and someone we care about dearly. And if we care about you, we care about your family as well, very, very much so. I don't know what is going on, what the surgery is, but all the love we can send you right now, we are sending to TJ and your wife. I know that you will pull through this and everything will be okay, but please keep us updated, my friend, and much love to you. And there's already prayers coming out to our guy, TJ, in the house. Coco Bongo says, good morning. All no way Philly should be minus 200 favorite on the road. Very, very interesting spot. Von Polo says, let me see that gift you got yesterday in the mail. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing it. Slick Rick says, tough day for me too yesterday. It's all about how we bounce back. Absolutely. Larry Gar says, Reds are dead to me. I'm glad Rockies team total and Braves team total saved me. Look, that Rockies first five was so easy. You cash a plus 130, and I cashed the Cardinals first five plus 105, and I'm still in danger all day. It's just extremely angry. Life of Von Polo says, you look hungover from your daughter's party last night. Oh, this is not hungover, man. This is, look, I was drinking expensive wine. Drinking expensive wine all night. I was we eating steak, drinking expensive wine. This is not hungover. Not hungover. All right. Viper MB in the house. Donald's still ready to go. This is anger. This is seething anger that you see last night, right now. Slats45 says 2-0 last night with Jays over and the Rockies. Great job. Well done. Well done. Toronto Hopkins in the house. We are going to break down that CFL game right after. And here we go. Spreadsheet play of the day is in Houston Astros. Houston Astros. Oh, God. That's right. Fucking Astros can blow me. Houston Astros. I can't wait to break that game down, though. It is an interesting one. And Royals playing good ball, but nobody wanted Mike Minor on the deadline. That was clear as well. They would have got rid of Mike Minor in a second if they were able to. What the hell's going on with my copy and pasting? Everything's falling apart here for me. There we go. Ron Crawford is on the Astros as the play of the day, spreadsheet play of the day. All right, let's keep rolling. Alvin Smith in the house. Great to see you, Alvin. Being too long. Ilya Katz ready to go. There's Guillermo Zertucci in the house. All right. Toronto Hopkins, give me my props play of the day. So if we're talking baseball, you mean New York, Minnesota over? Oh, wait. Or is that are we talking WNBA? We must be talking WNBA. Could you give us a sport? Oh, but that was yesterday. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I thought you were giving it to us right now. Give me my props play today. Cash yesterday for Toronto Hopkins. Very high ROI with Toronto. Sorry. Oh, man. Let's see here. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's see what Creo says. I have a feeling Jose Say play wasn't going to hit when he had it on the Red Sox. I get it, but he also cashed the Rockies first five. So he ended up 0.13. Or no, he ended up 0.20 units because they were both plus lines. Both plus lines. All right. Brady says L is too young for wine, even expensive wine. Apple juice is the way to go. You're right. You're absolutely right. There's Turnsey in the house, likes the over in the A's game and like no run first inning in the Seattle game. We'll rewatch the show. Okay, are we going to get a Turnsey? Are we going to get Rusty Kuntz back in action? That's what we want to know. Mark Schillingberg says, what up, Jimmy? Need to catch them like in Seattle first five, Milwaukee first five, Chicago first five, Detroit first five. Thoughts? Yes. Let's break them all down. Let's break it all down. All down. CT base on D-backs plus 170. Mad Bum will compete. Phillies. And that was another thing that made me just so frustrated was that I couldn't get in on the first five under 4.5, and then it already moved to 4. So frustrated. Creel says, I think double dipping less and trusting your capping more could help you out a lot. I hate hearing you on the play, and then somebody in the chat's on the other side. Market movement keeps you off a play. So do I. But look, everything has worked in the long run. Everything has worked. If you had said, look, Jimmy, I offer you this August 19th, over 500 bets in, you'll be up 2.5 units. Sure, I would have taken it. You know, the black is the black, and the black is a good place to be. And I can get hot again. All right, taint play of the day is in. Taint players Gerardo Hernandez in the house. Taint play of the day is in. Wander over a half run at -120. Let's get that set up here. Wander over a half run. Prince of the Sea says, what's considered expensive wine? For us here in Canada, I know you drink very expensive wine, but I was just drinking Carnivore last night, which is not expensive. You're right. Expensive compared to what we usually drink. But we were drinking Carnivore out of California. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's grab this taint play of the day in right now. Wander. Pop that in here. Okay, let's go. Wander over. And I know that you guys are going to be all over this spot here with the Rays game. And look, TJ put it out on the platter for us as they had only scored under 5 runs once in the last 11 games, and I still didn't pull the trigger on it. And now it's just that fear of being late to the party, but early to the funeral. A famous quote that Guillermo has in my head all the time. Where the hell's the Rays game? What the hell's going on with me here? Okay, there we go. 1:10 p.m. All right. Let's get to work. And Life of Post says Rays -2 again. North Ender says, I have 100% faith in bag riding the ship. I'm happy that you do. All right, let's get to work. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. Let's see Creo's spots here. Angels, Tigers, first 5 over. Orioles, first 5 over are my only plays. I haven't kept any other games, but I love first 5 overs. They are so easy, says our guy. So easy. All right, let's get to work right now. And our guy Princess says, when you come to Philly, I'll get you some Camus Reserve. And the Eagles lose by 10, I will buy you Opus 1. You know, that sounds great. I'm into it. Let's get to work right now. We need a day today. Yesterday was extremely frustrating. Chicago, Cincinnati over 9.5. Oh, God. Loss. Rockies first 5 +130 a win. New York bet San Francisco first 5 over 4.5 was a loss. That was a mistake. Red Sox first 5 -110. Pavetta had a rough start. That was a loss. Tigers +110. Screwball did all he could do. Loss. Cardinals first 5 +105. Casher. Astros first 5 and full game. Loss. Toronto, Washington over 9. An easy, comfortable casher. Milwaukee, St. Louis first 5 under 3.5 was a late addition. And then LA, Detroit under 8.5. Casher. All right, let's get to work right now. We are starting at 1:10 p.m. Eastern. And the anger, the seething anger and frustration is starting to dissipate. But could come back right now because the say hey play of the day is here. Game 1, Los Angeles Angels, Detroit Tigers. I've already moved on the Tigers first 5 -105, and I kept myself from double dipping, although it was something that I wanted to do. Please welcome to the show, Jose, with the say hey play of the day. Angels, Tigers. Jose, what's happening, man?
Jimmy, hello. How are you? I've wiped the slate clean. I am done with the Red Sox, and I've decided to channel a little inner Jimmy the Bag myself, Jimmy. I've decided to channel a little inner Jimmy the Bag myself. Today is dress up like Jimmy Day today. Those OG low baggers remember this lovely scene of you doing your thing at this horse track, jumping around. I actually have the same shoes, I think, as well. And today I've decided to rep our Vancouver Grizzlies.
Well, I hope this brings you glory. David Summers, thank you for joining us. TJ says, I like the full game better than the first 5 because Manning could give up some. I like the advantage of Manning over Quintana more than I like the advantage of the Tigers-Angels bullpen at this point. I like the advantage of Tigers versus lefties, 310, 862 OPS over the last 30 days versus Angels versus righties, 223, 627 OPS. I also like the advantage I have with Matt Manning at home, 2-1, 3.15 ERA on the season. But let's hear what our man Jose has to say. Jose, I'm angry! What's your plan here on this game?
I'm also not happy. I'm nonplussed, as they say. I'm going to go along with you, Jimmy. Originally, I was going to exactly go with the Tigers first 5 as well. I like that a lot. But I decided to just take the Tigers team total over 4.5 full game. Right now, in Pinnacle, it's +103. Jose Quintana is terrible. I think he is along the Jake Arrieta process. I think he's right up there, being just as bad. Shout out to our guy Jake for pulling the old. Oh, I just threw a curveball, gets out of the park. Oh, my hamstring's tight, and then pulls himself out. Probably last time we see him. I expect the same thing from Quintana. Nothing great from him. And then we get into an Angels bullpen, which I have little faith in. So I'll take the over 4.5. They haven't scored over 4.5 runs in a while. I think they're due for it, especially after getting Ohtani's last night. I think they come out here hot.
Razor Sharp Pick says this is a very early game for the Angels, which is a good point. Body clock, 10 a.m. it starts. Matty Ice has 1 unit on Miggy, did his 500th home run tonight, says it's happening today. He's got nice numbers against Quintana. What was the juice associated with the Tigers team total over?
It's plus 103 currently on Pinnacle.
Plus 103 for Jose. Let's break this down more. There's 2 pitchers today whose careers are on the line. And one of them that I believe is capable of having a very strong start, and that's John Gant. And he could also get rocked, and we'll break it down because there's a lot of pressure on John Gant. I see more pressure on Gant than Quintana because I see Quintana's career pretty much done. 0-3, 6.12 ERA, 1.70 WHIP, 70 Ks in 50 innings, but 29 walks and 8 home runs allowed. Now, he hasn't allowed a run in his last 4 appearances. Last appearance, 2 1/3, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 0 Ks, and 3-1 win at home versus Houston. But as I said, the Tigers smashing lefties right now. And I like Matt Manning's splits. He's coming off an okay start, 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 homers, 0 walks, 2 Ks, and 6-4 win at the Orioles. I believe that I have the better pitcher on the mound who's coming back home where he has good numbers. Good numbers. Now let's go over to baseball data and see if we can get anything else that will help us in this game. Against Quintana, Miggy, 15 for 46 with 5 doubles, 2 homers, 326, 991 OPS. The Tigers as a team, 250, 715 OPS. He's the only guy who really rakes, although Robbie Grossman, 5 for 21 with 2 doubles. Against Matt Manning, these guys are 2 for 11. The sample size is small. Then we move over to the market moves here, and I wouldn't be against a double up. Let's break it down a little bit more. Matt, this total opened up at 9. It's now at 9.5. And the Angels opened up at minus 126. They're now minus 110. So a 16-cent move back over to the Detroit Tigers. Let's take a look and see what we are dealing with the market here. We have 5,031 tickets in. 56% of the tickets, but 45% of the cash on the Angels. And then 48% of the tickets on the over, just 20% of cash on the over. You have to ask yourself, when did those bets come in? Did they come in at 9 or 9.5? I don't have that information, and it would be crucial. It would be very helpful, but we don't have it. We won't have it. So, with all this said, Nutflush Allen's banning you from betting Red Sox games?
I am also bet. Yes, that is. Yeah. Yes.
I wonder if this is a double up spot.
Jimmy, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking of doubling up myself now since we've gotten to the nitty gritty with the mustache. I kind of do like our double up spot here, first 5 team total. That's my double up spot.
There is no nitty gritty with the mustache. The mustache is doing fucking great. The mustache has never been stronger. Everybody believes in the goddamn mustache. It's not the mustache that's hanging perilously off a cliff. It is your job, Jose. It is your job, not your mustache. Jesus, get that shit straight!
You're right. TJ says I need to double up, so I'm doubling up.
Well, let's just go over his record one more time and review the situation Jose is in. He's 26-30, down 4.48 units on our show. His ROI is minus 8%. His average line is plus 101. And if he is plus units, he can shave his mustache and keep his job. But if this man thinks he can shave his mustache and keep working at Pub Sports Radio, he's got another thing coming. If he shaves his mustache on August 31st and he's not plus units, mark my words, he will not be on the show in September.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal for a lot of people. Shout out to Birdie. He would be hurt. I gave out 3 winners to Birdie yesterday. Not a big deal.
you can live in your pretend world where you're whispering into Birdie's ear all you want, Jose.
I would love to.
Jose, this is big. You have the team total over 4.5. Are you going to double up on full game?
Yes, I've got to. Me and Tyron Hopkins, who is the chief captain of Jose's army, he believes.
Tigers, full game. What's your line?
Full game. I've got. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back to our friends at Pinnacle because I'm gonna double up first 5 and team total, Jimmy. Just to let you know. But I've got currently.
So you're adding first 5 to focus on. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Okay. So what are you getting first 5?
First 5. I was actually gonna make that my play, and then I saw the team total. First 5 money line. I've got, I believe, 126 plus 126.
No way. That's got to be. You can't have got that.
I'm looking at our friends at Pinnacle. First 5.
First 5 money line?
Yeah, I think so.
You're telling me I got minus 105 and you're going to get a plus 126 on the first 5?
I am looking at our friends at Pinnacle currently right now. It's at plus 129. Sorry. So I've got 3 cents difference, but at minus a half, plus 106 or plus 126. So.
Oh, thank you. So what is it money line? Oh, because you're not taking a money line, you're taking a minus a half.
Because I'm looking at it says first half money line too, plus 129, but it also has the 0 at minus 122. So I've never understood that, but I'll take the minus a half.
That 0 means it's moved all the way to minus 122. Jesus, what the hell's going on?
Minus 102. Sorry.
Minus 102. Okay, thank you. I was going to lose my shit there. Okay,
I got you.
Minus a half. That's very risky. A very risky look you're making here. You're getting 28 cents, and you're losing out on the push. A very risky play, but you're trying to keep your job. Plus 126. Oh, sorry, 129?
Yes, 126. No, you're right. 126. Sorry, all these numbers talks have got us all confused now. But yeah, 126. Okay.
There you have it. Tigers first 5 minus a half at plus 126, and Tigers team total over 4.5 at plus 103. Jose, God bless you. God bless you. I'd say you look great in the Grizzlies jersey, but I'd be lying to your face. So
hey, look at us. Look at us, Jimmy. We look exactly the same. Look at us. I can't wait until we see each other. We're going to wear the Grizzlies jersey on the same day, and it's going to be great. We'll be walking around like in a sports book, just stunning his dad.
So we have Jose moving on the Tigers first 5 minus a half at plus 126, and Tigers team total over 4.5 at plus 103. I'm on the Tigers first 5 minus 105. That is the first game up, 1:10 p.m. Eastern, Angels, Tigers. We move on, 1:10 p.m. Eastern, Baltimore Orioles at Tampa Bay Rays, and we come to the taint play of the day. Wander Franco runs over a half at minus 120. Wander Franco runs over a half at minus 120. And I'm in a chat with our man, Taint Star, Matt Randall, and I loved what he said in that chat yesterday. And it was, I could just hear him saying it. It was like I was looking at him saying it. He said that Taint has hit over 60% for now. We're in our 4th year. And 54% is unacceptable. And I could just feel the undertones, the seriousness, the focus. And I believe in him. Wander Franco over a half runs at minus 120 is the Taint play of the day. And I believe that Taint will get hot. So the biggest question is, the Rays have gone over 5 runs in 11 of their last 12 games. The Orioles have allowed over 5 runs in pretty much the same stat. Is that the same stat? TJ gave it to us on a silver platter yesterday, and I didn't take it. We've seen Jorge Lopez at times turn it on. He did it at Yankee Stadium. The Rays smashed righties last 30 days, 261, 835 OPS. The question is, do you pull the trigger on the team total over for the Tampa Bay Rays? Let's take a look at what it is right now. Because remember, it was just minus 115 yesterday. Just minus 115. It was cheap. Let's see what it is right now. Team props. And minus 150. It's minus 120. It's so cheap. It's so appealing. Hoops 590. I can't say that I look. I live a pretty boring life, other than my action. Look, I've got action, but I have a young family. I have a pigeon family outside. My girlfriend's Vietnamese. When we go out with her family, they speak Vietnamese, and all I care about is my action. That's the only thing on my mind. I don't give a fuck what they're talking about. In fact, I'm happy they speak another language because all I fucking care about is my action. I prefer that they speak another language. I don't want them to ever start talking English. So, am I desperately seeking a blowjob? Sure I am. Like many men in long relationships. But my action. That's all I need. I've said it before. Sex, drugs, no. I want to bet. I want to gamble. That's all I want to do. Could it cost me everything? Possibly. And that's the fine line that we walk. And I like that fine line. I like when a lot is on the line. I like it. Makes my heart race. That's why horse racing is my favorite sport to bet. Because I get so fucking amped up. And that's all I care about. I do care about my children. All right, let's get back to work here. There was a time, though. There was a time when I was, but whatever. It's long gone. All right, let's get back to work here. Franco over a half run at minus 120. Orioles 38 and 81, 21 and 44 on the road. Rays 74 and 47, 38 and 22 at home. Tropicana Field, St. Petersburg, Florida. Jorge Lopez. When is Jorge Lopez going to throw a gem? And when's he going to suck his own dick on the mound? It's everybody's dying question. We don't know. We don't know if he's going to say, look, I got this rib removed. Watch what I can do here on the mound. Or he's going to throw a gem. We never know with Jorge Lopez. 3 and 13, 6.14 ERA, 1.65 whip, 111 in the third, 100 Ks, 52 walks, 18 home runs. Ian Cameron says, let it out, Jimmy. Ease the stress and tension. Everyone needs a moment like this. Oh, God, this is nothing. This is fucking nothing. Trust me. This isn't enough. You think that this has eased any of my tension? And I'll fucking lose it, man. Okay. Coco Bongo says, can you read that at my funeral when I go? All right. Okay. Oh. Razor says, I think you need a scream session for like 30 seconds. Get it all out, like Ian said. The only thing I could do is I could bring Jose back on and scream at him. But let's stay focused here. Okay, Jorge Lopez last start. 3 and a third, 9 hits, 7 earned runs, 1 homer, 2 walks, 1 K in a 16-2 loss at the Red Sox. Going up against Shane McClanahan, 7 and 4, 3.73 ERA, 1.29 whip, 89 and a third, 105 Ks, 30 walks, 11 home runs. Oh, North Ender, you're a good man. Thank you so much for the dono. It means enormous amount. It means enormous amount to us at Pop Sports. So thank you so much for that. It means a ton. It means a ton. McClanahan's last start, 5 and a third, 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 0 homers, 2 walks, 6 Ks, and a 10-4 win at the Twins. Fat says, rub one out. Jimmy does the trick for me. Look, what I need, it's the only thing I need, are fucking winners. I need winners. I need fucking winners. Orioles versus lefties. Tony Cobbs, thank you. Let's go. Let's go, Tony. Let's go. Northander says he's trying to work one out here, but he can't. Look, he's trying to work out here, but can't. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I missed that. I thought Northander was trying to rub one out, but he can't. And look, I get it. This isn't very erotic. Orioles versus lefties, 243, 740 OPS. Rays versus righties, 261, 835 OPS. Orioles bullpen last 30 days, 7.34 ERA, 1.61 whip, converted 3 of 6. Rays bullpen, 2.60 ERA, 1.05 whip, have converted 4 of 6. Let's go to the market, and then we'll go to the baseball data. First off, the market here. The Rays open up at minus 353. Now they're at minus 358. I mean, that's ludicrous, right? Isn't that ludicrous? The under is 9 at minus 109. It's now under 9 at minus 111. I don't know how you can bet an under with the Orioles bullpen. Now we'll go over to baseball data. Baseball data here. Jorge Lopez against them, 324 average, 977 OPS. They smash him. Against McClanahan, 225 with a 594 OPS. And Rusty Kuntz is in. J-Dub, what's happening? Rusty Kuntz is in. The A's at plus 145. Rusty Kuntz going for it all. Going for a huge score here. Copy and paste that, and we will bring that up here when we break down that game. White Sox against the A's. No worries, Creo. I'll be keeping an eye on you regardless. Ski profit in house. Rays team total over. Don't even think about it. Just get paid. I get it. Okay, I got it. All right, okay. Let's. Puzzler says Baltimore first 5 alternate lines are mighty tempting. This being a getaway day, which is so important. We can see what the lineup is, but the Rays are so deep. Plus a half is at plus 195. Plus 1.5 is at minus 105. Sean Hester says, can anyone make a case for the under 9 in Tampa, Baltimore? Got to be over 8. Yeah, you can. TJ, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It means a ton. And if it helps out Pop Sports Radio, we absolutely love working for Jeff Slaughter. So it means a ton. All right. Turnsy says Jimmy's gambling speech gave me strength. I got to watch it back. All I can remember talking about is Jorge Lopez dropping a rib and showing us what he can do minus a rib on the mound. That's about the only thing I remember. And then, of course, how could I? Okay, okay. Let's get back to work here. Robert Cherry says Rays first 5 minus a half. My Pamper Pop play of the day, Seattle first 5 minus a half. All right, let's pop that into the copy and paste and get that right here. Okay, we got to keep going. We got to keep rolling here. I can't do it. I can't do the team total over 5.5. I can't show up at the party, like an ass clown. Show up just hammered at 2:30 a.m. after everybody's left, and it's just Wander Franco playing video games. I can't do it. TJ says, just bet Rays team total over for the love of God. Bet it. I can't do it. I would rather cheer you guys on than show up now and don't ask, don't tell. Look at you guys. You guys are, man, when I'm falling apart, you guys are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Don't ask, don't tell. And with this situation, we need Wander Franco over a half run. Oh, look at that. Turnsy says, my wife taking off for the cottage for the weekend, staying at Caesars. I'm starting to party early. Respect. I can't do it. Ski Prophet says it's not too late until they stop playing the Orioles. Look, I just can't do it. I feel like I'd be bringing my stink too late. Look, how about this? What I will do is I will put this team total over here. And I will 5.5. It's a minus 120. And then I will put a question mark beside it. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal Warren. And Turnsy, thank you, man. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to us. So thank you so much. All right, let's take a look at a couple other things here mainly the cash. Let's just take a look at the cash. 6,809 tickets in. 71% of the tickets on the Rays. 94% of the cash on the Rays on the money line. Then we have 66% of the tickets on the over, but just 24% of cash on the over. And we've seen it slowly juice to the under. And TJ says, keep your stink away, Jimmy. None of us want to sniff your stink except Aaron. Yes, I remember Aaron. Is that right, Aaron? Okay. Is this where you want it, Aaron? Okay. Ron Crawford said, did I miss the Angels breakdown? Yes, Ron. Yes. Jose, Tigers is on the Tigers team total over 4.5 plus 103. Tigers first 5 minus half plus 126. And I'm on the Tigers first 5 at minus 105. All right, we move on. 2:05 p.m. Eastern. Seattle Mariners 65-56, 28-31 on the road at Texas Rangers 42-78, 28-33 at home. Look, I have a tough time. I have a tough time tailing anything that's not correlated with my action. Look, I want to either succeed or fail on my bullshit. And I've always wanted that. I don't play the lottery. I don't want to win the lottery. I swear, I do not want a huge fucking gift out of nowhere. I want to earn the shit, and I've always wanted to earn the shit on my own breakdowns, on my own plan, on my own capping, on my own everything. I don't want to lose my family tailing. I want to lose my I shouldn't say I want to. If I lose my family, it will be because of my gambling and my bets and my handicapping. And if I move into a beautiful house and have a better life, it will be because of my action. Tron Hopkins, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Razor Sharp Picks. I forgot all about that. Said he loved the Okay. All right. Let's go on. Okay. I gotta stay focused here. Tron Hopkins, thank you, man. You're OG. And to give me my props play of the day means a ton to us. So we love it. We love capping with you. Okay. Let's get to work. Seattle Mariners 65-56, 28-31 on the road at Texas Rangers 42-78, 28-33 at home. Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Turndy says, if I ever win Lotto 649, I'm dropping you a milli. Even that, they don't understand the taxes you have to pay on that shit. If you want to give somebody a gift, say, after taxes, I'll give you X amount of dollars. I'll take out $1 million, but I have to pay $486,000 taxes on that $1 million. So you know what you get? $512,000. And still be thankful, you son of a bitch. Okay, Chris Flexen, roof closed. Chris Flexen, 10-5, 3.78 ERA, but thank you for thinking of me. 1.27 whip, 126 in the third, 85 Ks, 26 walks, 13 home runs. His last start was a 3-2 win at home versus the Blue Jays. He pitched well. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, no homers, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Yes, Razor Sharp Picks, you heard it. I do not want to win the lottery. I do not want to win the lottery. I will never play the lottery, ever. Fuck that. I do not want someone just to... Is that what I want to hang my hat on? Is that the message I want to teach my kids? Hey, hang out outside that fucking convenience store on King and Jameson there. Yeah, the one with the garbage fire in front of it and the hobos warming their hands up, and go in and play the lottery, and maybe if you do it enough, you'll be just like your dada. No, fuck that. I don't want to win the lottery. I'll never play the fucking lottery. I want to do this through smarts and hard work, and look where it's got me now, in a 1-bedroom apartment in Parkdale. Maybe it's not very easy. I get it. It's not very easy. But still, I just want to go. It's got to be my own sword. All right. Flexing at home, 6-4, 2.70 ERA, 241 opponents batting average. On the road, 4-1, 5.44 ERA, 327 opponents batting average. But do you trust them? Do you trust the Texas bats against Flexing? Spencer Howard combined with Philadelphia and Texas. 0-3, 5.61 ERA, 1.46 WHIP, 33 and 2/3, 37 Ks, 19 walks, 3 home runs. Mariners versus righties, 239, 717 OPS last 30 days. Rangers versus righties, 192, 581 OPS. Mariners bullpen last 30 days been excellent, 2.80 ERA, 1.03 WHIP, converted 7 of 14 save opportunities. Rangers bullpen, 3.86 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, have converted 4 of 7 save opportunities. All right, let's take a look at the baseball data here. Against Flexen, they are hitting 279, but with a 660 OPS. He gets a lot of soft contact. They're 12 for 43 with 1 home run. Against Spencer Howard, they're 2 for 11, 182 with a 364 OPS. CT base has Mariners 8 straight road unders. Rose has Mariners first 5 run line and full game run line. Donald still has Mariners first 5 minus a half, and it's locked in. Okay. Sammy Comer, Mariners first 5 money line minus 125 is his play of the day. Paco says, winning the lottery wouldn't be so bad, then use the money to have a bigger unit. Overtime says Flexen's going to flex today. Give me Seattle. Okay. So let's take a look at the market here in this spot. The total opened up at 8.5, slightly juiced to the over, a little more than slightly pinnacle, minus 111. It's now juiced to the under. It's minus 107 to the under. The Mariners opened up at 165. They're now at minus 131. A 34-cent move. A 34-cent move. Rose Miller says, we all need help to get to the top. Look, I'll take the help. I just don't want it financially. I'll take the guidance. I'll take, if a relative wants to babysit so I can go to the horse track, thank you for the help. I just don't want, and look, I'm 41. If you're 22 or 23 or, you're just out of college, then you can use some help financially to get started. I get it. But I'm 41. Just let me figure this shit out on my own, or die trying, or fail trying, which will in turn lead me towards dying trying. All right, this has been a fucked up show. Seattle, Texas, let's go. 5,560 tickets in, 74% of the tickets, 69% of the cash, and a 34-cent move towards the Rangers. That makes no sense at all. And that's not a small sample size, 5,560 tickets in. Again, 74% of the tickets, 69% of the cash on the Mariners, a 34-cent move towards the Rangers. Then we have the tickets at 55% to the over and the cash at 58% to the over. I'll tell you who I don't want. And you're right, North Ender. No serve for Jimmy. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So here we go. I'm a man. I'm a man. Okay. Spencer Howard. What's he going to give you here? What's he going to give you? He was a highly thought of prospect. So I don't want anything to do with this game. I know the unders have been cashing. I want nothing to do with this Mariners-Rangers game. This market makes me feel uncomfortable. I am moving on. Moving on. And I know Paco Healy's not asking me if I have Instagram, because I don't. I don't take fucking pictures. Don't want to take pictures. I've never taken a selfie in my life. We move on to 2:10 p.m. Eastern. Houston Astros 70-50, 33-27 on the road at Kansas City Royals, 52-67, 32-30 at home. We're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. 85 Fahrenheit, humid, partly cloudy, 9 miles per hour sideways, slightly out to the left field pole. We have Luis Garcia, 9-6, 3.30 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, 111 and 2/3, 134 Ks, 35 walks, and 14 homers. Here we go. We have the. Where did I put it? I thought I put it in the right spot. This is the, I don't know. I must have put on the yesterday's page of notes. But here we go. We have the spreadsheet play of the day here on the Astros at minus 155. Ron Crawford spreadsheet play of the day. Mark Schillingberg says Houston can't hit lately. Clint says you're taking your first selfie purpose. Hang in person, and then you can join me posting feet pics on my gambling only fans. Look, I don't want anything to do with feet pics It reminds me of my close friend Kevin Fox's joke. He thought he had a foot fetish. He went on to a adult Japanese foot fetish site, and it turns out he just has a foot interest. Astros Royals. Garcia in this last start, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 homer, 3 walks, 5 Ks, and an 8-2 win at the Angels. At home, Garcia is 5-3 with a 2.02 ERA, 187 opponent's batting average. On the road, 4-3, 4.93 ERA, 254 opponent's batting average. And here he is on the road with an ERA almost 3 runs per 9 worse. Opponent's batting average, they're hitting 54, 67 points higher against them. Going up against Mike Minor, 8-11, 5.35 ERA, 1.27 whip, 136 in the third, 135 Ks, 40 walks, 23 home runs. Last start, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 homers, 1 walk, 7 Ks, 6-0 loss at home versus Cardinals. You have to think that he should have moved at the trade deadline. Why did nobody want him? It's not because the Royals did. He's got to be vulnerable here. Doesn't he have to be vulnerable? Astros versus lefties last 30 days, 242, 720 OPS. Royals versus righties, 216, 622 OPS. Astros bullpen, 3.05 ERA, 1.24 whip, have successfully converted 3 of 6 save opportunities. Royals bullpen 3.9. Sorry, Bustler making me laugh. 3.99 ERA, 1.17 whip, have converted 8 of 11 save opportunities. And Matty Ice says Astros run line was almost taint. We have to take each game as an individual entity. We can't think about what's happened the last 3 games. We can't let what happened yesterday have anything to do. And I know it does. I know it's not subconscious, but we can't. All right. Yes, Brian Watson, taint it is in. It's Wander Franco over a half run. Wander Franco over a half run. Christopher Comentini says fade Minor. Now, I didn't break down his home and road splits because his home splits they're bad. He's bad at both, and there's no real difference. Let's go over to the baseball data here. These Royals haven't seen Luis Garcia. That's got to help them. Against Mike Minor, these Astros are hitting 323 with a 943 OPS. Altuve, 10 for 24. Gurriel, 8 for 24. Ski says, I'm sorry, I got to think about it. Astros being terrible. Can't even hit. Brady Singer not getting my money. Dommy Gunn says, momentum is real. It's the only thing I disagree with Gas Station Sushi about. TJ says teams do go in slumps, though. Can't totally factor those out, can we? I'm with you on trying for the most part, but long streaks like Baltimore runs against are worth considering. Look, I get it. I get it. But one of the changes that I thought helped me this year was taking each game as an individual entity. Look, whatever works for you, you got to follow that recipe. So, and Von Polo says, I agree, it's real. So let's move over to the market here in this spot. The Astros open up at minus 180. They're now minus 161, a 19-cent move towards the Royals. This total opens up at 9.5. It's now at 9. Now let's move to the actual cash here. I think this will tell an interesting tale. 5,939 tickets in. 77% of the tickets, 75% of the cash on the Astros. 55% of the tickets on the over, 45% cash on the over. Yes, overtime. We'll be doing NFL shows. Tuesday night, 8 p.m., a live show breaking down the card with Rob Bebenek. And Sunday mornings, we're going to do an NFL Pub Hub show with revolving guys on that show that I will be hosting, and I'm very excited about it. Most, okay. And Dommy Gunn says, of course, individual games 85%. I also don't count in weather as much as some. Okay, so it does feel like you're getting a pretty nice price on the Astros. And one thing I was doing when I was having more success than I've had last few weeks was I would only pull the trigger if everything was correlated. So everything is correlated for the Astros except for one spot. and that is the road record for Luis Garcia. But these Royals haven't seen Luis Garcia before. And these Astros know Mike Minor inside and out. Absolutely, Von Polo. Absolutely. So, Matty Ice said this is a game where you just bet the Astros, close your eyes, and go to bed. Look, Matty Ice, this game's at 2:10 p.m. Eastern. We're not doing heroin this afternoon. Okay. Big Drew says, I don't trust the Astros at the moment. So the only thing that's sticking out is Luis Garcia's numbers against on the road. That's it. That's the only thing that's making me a little uncomfortable. All right, so God, it's got to be the Astros play here. It's got to be. Doesn't it have to be? No, I mean, of course it doesn't have to be. Jersey says, speak for yourself. He just pulled out the old belt. He's looking for a vein as we speak. Okay. Oh, God. Jesus. Can I watch more Astros baseball? I don't think I have it in me. This is not for me in the other chat. My boy Razor, he was such a sweet young boy. And then he got the cash it had. He started screaming, started doing heroin. He won't even talk to me anymore. Oh, my Razor. My Razor. He was such a good boy. Now there's no more rules. He's chasing dragons. He's smoking H. My Razor. Okay. Look. God, the Astros have to be the play here, and this has to be a really nice line for us. Why did nobody want Mike Minor at the trade deadline? Why? Why? Oh, it's shot time. Jesus. Okay, I got to stay focused. Thank God I'm out of Kraken. I've got to get more Kraken. Okay. Okay, let's get back to work here. All right. I can't even write it. I can't even write Astros here. All right. Blake Atwood says, I need that hat. Jose, my man, can you put the link? This is a Razor Sharp Picks hat. Slat says, I love The Wire. Thought you were going to... look, the Wire is like the only fiction that I've watched over the last 15 years, and I watched it twice. And the idiots who say season 2 is terrible, I just would like to pull out a sharpened chopstick and just do a light slit here right on their neck. Throw them down on the ground, drink a pint glass of Mexican tap water, stand over top of them, and let my body do the rest. And look at Jose. I've never seen The Wire, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Jesus, Jose. Well, of course you haven't seen The Wire. You'd be much more street smart. You wouldn't be losing your wallet at baseball games. You'd be stealing other people's wallets at baseball games. Of course, Von Polo, Charm City is The Wire, man. All right. Astros, first 5 in full game for me. I'm going to lose my shit this afternoon. I'm going to lose. Oh, good. BS needs an 18 parlay. Okay, good. All right. I thought my life was fucked up. I thought my life was bad. No. Because I don't even need an 18 parlay. I don't need an 18 parlay. So I guess my life is better than I thought. All right, we move on. 2:10 p.m. Eastern. Oakland Athletics at Chicago White Sox. Guaranteed rate field, Chicago, Illinois. And I have a sneaking suspicion that if the Astros lose, I'm going to lose my shit. And how? You know what? I can't watch the game on the 8th floor. I should go down to the 5th floor where I might survive the jump. 82 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 5 miles per hour in. Those, we also look when you live in there's a lot of public housing in my neighborhood, a lot of garbage fires. You can afford a second apartment in the building you're in. Cole Irvin going up against Dylan Cease. Cole Irvin, 8-11, 3.52 ERA, 1.18 whip, 135 in the third, 96 Ks, 25 walks, 11 home runs. Last start, 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 0 homers, 1 walk, 2 Ks, and 8-6 loss at the Rangers. Going up against Dylan Cease. So I doubled up here on this spot. I'm on the White Sox first 5 minus a half at minus 120. Oakland, Chicago, first 5, under 5 at minus 115. We're going to look at the market moves. Rose Miller says you have to put Jose on game. Let him know it's real out here first. Look, this is what's going to happen with Jose. This is my guess. Jose comes out of UTSA, a university graduate, and his family's proud of him. He gets a job that he's always dreamt of at Pop Sports Radio. We get him to man up and grow a mustache. He doesn't never watch The Wire. He's never heard of Cat Stevens. He doesn't know anything we talk about. He's a young man with a bright future. He grows a mustache, and we all respect it. It shows that he can be manly. Then he says he's going to shave said mustache. So we create a situation where he has to be in the black. He has to be a winning capper if he wants to make his own decisions, because losing cappers don't get to make their own decisions. Losing cappers do what the fuck they're told, Jose. That's what losing cappers do. So we told him he can't shave his mustache. But he is a bright-eyed young man, and he says, I'll do what I want. And so what do we say? You're going to be fired! That's what's going to happen! Because you're a losing capper right now, Jose. So we gave him the gauntlet. The gauntlet was right in front of him. There you go, Jose. So what I think is going to happen, Jose, is he's going to come on this show on August 31st as a losing capper on this show, and he's going to shave his mustache. And we will not see Jose again. And now that he doesn't have a job, he'll have all the time he needs to watch all 5 seasons of The Wire, because they're all spectacular. Cole Irvin, Dylan Cease, 9-6 is Cease, 4.04 ERA, 1.25 whip, 124 and 2/3, 165 Ks, 49 walks, and 14 homers. In his last start, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 homer, 0 walks, 6 Ks, and a 7-5 loss at home to the Yankees in a 7-inning doubleheader. Here is the important spot, is that come on, Ski. All I want to know about, look, I'm from Vancouver, right? All I want to know is what's going on at the pier. What's coming in? I found the docs so exciting. I wanted to know exactly what was happening. I thought season 2 was spectacular. Okay. Cease at home, 5-2, 2.44 ERA, 199 opponent's batting average. He's spectacular at home. The road, 4-4, 5.86 ERA, 258 opponent's batting average. A's versus righties, 240, 736 OPS. White Sox, last 30 days. White Sox versus lefties, just 228, 718 OPS. A's bullpen last 30 days has been lights out. 2.58 ERA, 1.08 whip, converted 5 of 7 save opportunities. White Sox bullpen, 3.81 ERA, 1.17 whip, converted 5 of 10 save opportunities. I watched that A's White Sox game so closely yesterday because I wanted to see if this team would come together after watching their teammate, their all-star, take a rocket to the face. I wondered, would they come together? And when it was 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th, I was like, oh, thank God. But what we said was, this isn't a Disney movie. There are no angels in the outfield. And the White Sox beat them comfortably. Birdie says, belittling Jose and not becoming a man of such testicular fortitude. Build the young man up, then fire him. Look, you guys know, I believe in Jose. And I like him very much. I think he's a great guy, and I think he's got a big future. And I can't wait to see that strong beard in the winter. And the mustache will be way out like this. Now, I think he's going to look great and more manly than ever. I can't wait. That mustache in a couple months is just going to be, oh, God, it's going to be spectacular. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, we're losing the focus here, and I apologize for that. Let's go over to the odds. Let's go to the odds. Oakland White Sox, here we go. This total opened up at 9, juiced to the over. It's now juiced to the under. The White Sox opened up at minus 136. They're now minus 147, an 11-cent move towards them. Trendy says, I'm on the A's today. If I lose today, I expect to be screamed at as well. Look, you want to see a serious man? You want to see a serious man? Look at this. Can you show him how serious you are? This guy is focused. This is a focused young man with a great mustache. And I believe in you. Jose, you know I believe in you?
Why?
Well, now I'm questioning everything. You're right. You're right. Because he has to believe in himself if you're going to believe in him. Now I'm questioning everything. Jesus. That just threw me for a loop. That caught me off guard. I really thought the White Sox have not seen Cole Irvin, and only Elvis Andrus has seen Dylan Cease. So with all that said, I'm on the White Sox first 5 minus half minus 120, and Oakland Chicago White Sox first 5 under 5 at minus 115. Vincent, Jose's picks aren't terrible. Look, do you wonder why all these touts don't honestly show you their record in every sport? Because it's tough. This is hard. It's hard to win gambling. It's hard. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of study. It takes a lot of angles. It takes an understanding of the market. You got to get in early. It takes so many different variables, and that's why they don't do it. That's why they need to lie about their records, a lot of them. So here we have Jose being honest about his record, and it's not bad. Jose does not have a bad record. He's 26-30, but his average line is plus 101. He's down 4.48 units, and I believe that Jose can be in the black here. And he's doubled up today. If he cashes both these double ups, he'll be just over 2 units away from getting to make his own decisions and not have a scream in his face. Matty Ice says, what happened to the Dirty K prop? Sharpie, a friend of the show. He'll always be a friend of the show. He's doing a lot of stuff for Pub Sports Radio, and he wanted to focus on those other shows that he's doing. Okay, so Oakland White Sox, let's take a look at the cash. 5,195 tickets in. 63% of the tickets on the A's, just 45% of the cash. Then 46% of tickets on the over and 64% of the cash on the over. Very, very interesting. All right, let's move on. Next up, 3:40 p.m. Eastern. Philadelphia Phillies, 61-59, 25-34 on the road at Arizona Diamondbacks, 40-81, 26-36 at home. Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. The question is, whose next play of the day is going to get graphics? And we could use that music again. Mike M says, all of Twitter on Oakland, like the Sox too, Jimmy, let's cash. You know, when you lose a star, and I know that it doesn't really count when it's not a guy who's with you every 5 days, it affects the team. That first game, you always think they're going to come together and rally around each other. What are they going to do in game 2? Oh, it's the horse meat. The horse meat. That was a joke when I timed him out for 30 seconds. For 2 minutes. I was joking when he did the horse meat comment. I was joking. And I'm sure he was joking. It was all joking. Okay, let's go. Philadelphia Phillies, 61-59, 25-30. Jake Burns says, I've watched this show for a week or two now. Oh, God, I don't know. This is all you've seen of us? Says, I don't know about Jose. I do. But I need Jose to believe in himself. And when he said why, that concerned me. Zach Wheeler going up against Madison Bumgarner. Real Deal Prime says MLB upset of the day. Arizona wins. CT Bay says Diamondbacks plus 170 with Phillies awful road record. Sign me up. Logan Collins in now says easy play today. Yankees and Rays minus 2.5. Put money on the Yankees to sweep against the Red Sox plus 950. Same with the Rays plus 125. Give me them both minus 2.5 today plus 280. No Dommy Gun. Even though it's got cooler in Arizona, cool enough for the roof to be open, it is not going to be open today. Zach Wheeler, 10-7, 2.56 ERA, 0.99 whip, 162 innings, 187 Ks, 35 walks, 12 home runs. And look, you wonder, so why is my unit size not going up? Because I don't have my money broken down in 6 different books, Pinnacle being the most important one to have, and I'm not attacking the lines at my very best opportunity. I wanted the under 4.5. When it came out on Bet365, it was at 4. Why am I only on Bet365? Because I have a deal with credit. I have a local who acts as if he's Bet365, so it lets me bet with credit. And look, when you can make bets out of your tax bracket, you can, 25% in every Friday, in or out, it's a very nice situation for me. And it allows me to make bigger bets than I should probably be making. But my unit size is not going up. I should have been able to attack this 4.5, but it was very interesting that this full game was going over. The total was going higher, and the first 5 the total was going lower. Wheeler's last start: 6 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 homers, 1 walk, 6 Ks, and a 6-1 loss at the Reds. Now his home road dichotomy isn't it that bad? Home 6-4, 2.25 ERA, 191 opponent's batting average. But it's worth talking about because on the road, he's 4-3, 3.10 ERA, 244 opponent's batting average. Dommy Gunn says Wheeler off that big win versus the Mets, and then he lost at the Reds. So he went 9 complete and looked spectacular. Nilo, I have not been great. But on Saturday, when I get to bet horses all day, if I've had a good 48 hours moving into it, I will be doing great. If Saturday could be the breakdown day with the big giant bottle of Kraken. But it's great to see you, Nilo. We love you. Ricky Levine in the house. Mikey M says Wheelers won't lose back-to-back, but the juice is too much for struggling Phillies bats without Hoskins. So let's go to Mad Bum. 6-7, 4.30 ERA, 1.15 whip, 98 in the third, 88 Ks, 22 walks, and 14 home runs. In his last start, 6 2/3, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 homer, 0 walks, 6 Ks, in a 3-2 win at home versus the Padres. He's looked good. He's looked good of late. He's had about 3 or 4 really nice starts. He's going deep into games. Phillies versus lefties last 30 days, 258, 34 OPS. I know Hoskins is out, but they're smashing lefties right now. Diamondbacks versus righties last 30 days, 239, 721 OPS. Phillies bullpen and Diamondbacks bullpen, almost identical numbers over the last 30 days. 4.45 ERA, 1.50 whip, 6 of 8 converted saves for the Phillies. For the Diamondbacks, 4.50 ERA, 1.41 whip, converted 6 of 9 save opportunities. Dommy Gunn says I lean under first 5 under, but it's now 4, and I should have been able to get it at 4.5. Viper says they don't hit Mad Bum. Let's go right over there to the baseball data and see what happens against Wheeler. They're hitting 265 with a 762 OPS against Mad Bum, 159 with a 482 OPS. Wow. CT Bays saying the Phillies 25 and 34 on the road, but Vincent says Phillies touch Mad Bum today. Lean Phillies run line. Mad Bum really putting together strong starts. So let's take a look at the market and the cash. Here we go. The Phillies Diamondbacks. Phillies open up at minus 170. They're now minus 187. A 17-cent move towards them. This total opened up at 8. I thought it was going over. I thought this moved to, yes, it moved to 8.5. It was at 8.5 multiple times. 8, 8.5, 8, 8.5. 8.5 at 9:30, and that was the last time it was at 8.5. Very interesting. Logan Collins says over is a gift. Please take it. You can get it at 3.5 now. The first 5's gone down to 3.5. I don't have any 3.5s. The under 4s are only at minus 115, but you can probably pay for it. First 5 on my book. Wow, Logan, that is very, very interesting. Eric Rosas says Wheeler K-Prop 6.5 at minus 130. So I wanted that first 5 under 4.5. seeing Logan Collins so confident on the over is very interesting. And then seeing a 17-cent move to the Phillies, 71% of the tickets on the Phillies, 83% of the cash. And then look at this, 31% of the tickets on the over, 86% of the cash. Wow. Turnsy says, my wife's been listening to you going on 3 or 4 years now. She says your voice has gotten more angry and aggressive. Yeah, it has. It has. A lot's changed in 4 years. 3 years, lots changed. I've got a 4-year-old, 6-month-old, and a family of fucking pigeons on my balcony in Parkdale. I was living in Costa Rica. It was gorgeous. Every day was sunny. Now I'm in Parkdale. 4 of us sleep in the bedroom I sleep in. So yes, please apologize to your beautiful wife for me. I have gotten angrier. I am angrier. Yes. Let's move on. 7:05 p.m. Eastern, Minnesota Twins at New York Yankees. Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, baby. 83 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 9 miles per hour to right center. Now, this made me so angry in the morning, and I, again, apologize for reiterating how angry I am. But breaking down these numbers, and Tyon only having 1 of his last 4 starts at home and pitching very well. I know he's pitching very well. Coming back home with the wind blowing out to right center at Yankee Stadium. Now, there's so many different variables of this ball game here in Twins Yankees. You know what, Turnsy? Look, Turnsy, when I bring my family down to Windsor and we're hanging out with the 2 families, I'll have a drink in my hand. I will be less angry. I'll be very relaxed, very happy, happy-go-lucky. All right. I saw the line for Twins Yankees, and I thought it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The Twins come off winning an extra inning game yesterday, feeling great about themselves. Hop on a plane, leave Cleveland, head to the Big Apple. No pressure on them. Slapping ass on the plane, getting drunk. Who cares? No pressure. Let's have some fun for the rest of the year. The Twins versus righties last 30 days, 255, 795 OPS. Yankees versus righties last 30 days, 236, 723 OPS. Then we come to John Gant. John Gant has so much on the line for him. He's been a bullpen piece since he came over for the Twins in the Hap trade. This will be his first start with him. He's earning $2.1 million a year, and he has arbitration coming this offseason. There's no guarantee he'll even be tendered by the Twins. It is fair to say that this is the most important start of John Gant's career. The most important start of John Gant's career. So the Cardinals get rid of him. He has 56 strikeouts, 56 walks. It's ridiculous. He's come over to the Twins. He has 13 strikeouts and 2 walks. And now he has the most important start of his entire career. Now, if I wasn't waiting for Bet365 to drop the first 5s, I would have been able to get a plus 220 or plus 225. And in anger, in seething anger, I took them at plus 190. Because I thought it was a ridiculous first 5 line. Absolutely ridiculous. Do I want the Twins full game against the Yankees? No, I want to cut it down to as short as possible. Oh, Robert Cherry, I was not in Costa Rica betting on horses. I was here. But again, when we were betting on horses all day, that was me letting the booze kind of take over my life. And I'm not an angry drunk. I'm a happy drunk. So, and this is me, as you've seen, I've been quite sober for the last little while, a few weeks. So I'm pretty excited about Saturday's horses. The only night I drink is on Wednesday night's Razor Sharp Pick Show. Last little while. That's the only night. I haven't been drinking at all on any of the other days. Mills says Yankees will win. Don't waste your money. Oh, the money's in. And I don't care if the Yankees win this game. I just think it's an absolutely ridiculous line for a Minnesota Twins team that's feeling good about themselves with no pressure, that's smashing righties. And then you have Jameson Taillon, who's pitching so well, but he's not in a kind of a routine when one of his last 4 starts of being at home, and now he's coming back home. Okay, so maybe sorry, TJ. There's been a couple days where I've been smashing shots in there. But generally speaking, I've been drinking on the weekends. I've been a pretty good dad. Millsy says I'm only here to laugh at Real Deal Primes. Every day is Wednesday. Okay, come on. Okay. All right. Razor says Jimmy gets drunk, wins horse races, then makes me call the races after he gets up money. Look, it's a pretty comfortable place for me to be. Logan says, trust me on these 4. Says Taillon has been very hot lately. Give me his over in strikes. Don't know what it is, but that and Yankees and Rays -2.5. Look, I get it. And I'll copy and paste the Logan. And again, Logan, I want you guys to succeed. I want you all to win money. I want your lives to improve. That's the whole idea of this show, is us working together. Deacon says drinking less but eating more. Yes, I'm in terrible, terrible shape. Okay, back to this spot. If I know that Taillon is pitching well right now, but I don't think this is a perfect spot for him, and I believe in John Gant, then I have to take the first 5 under 6. Now, I know the wind's blowing out, and that could happen quickly. TJ says Taillon's numbers indicate regression. Sierra is over 4.5. Twins get some runs here. Professor Chris is on Twins plus 1.5. Okay. So, and yes, Logan Collins, we did convince him to come on Twitter. He's been on Twitter for a couple weeks now. And I can pop his Twitter handle here very quickly. Here it is. It's Logan Collins, 77. He has 6 followers. There are 2 cappers here that we convinced to get on Twitter that need followers. Yes, I believe in Gant. And let me go over it again, Ski. And look, let me just get North Enders up here. I want North Ender, and he's going to be incredible, especially in NHL. He's just going to be a huge help to all of us capping. And we got them to get on Twitter. Now they need some followers. So here. Okay, look, I know that life and sports is not a fairy tale. And I know that the Oakland Athletics didn't come together and beat the White Sox. And I wasn't on the Athletics. And look, I know that's the case. I live in Parkdale in a 1-bedroom apartment with 2 children and a girlfriend. Look, I get it. Yes, John Gant. This is the most important start of John Gant's life. He hasn't been starting since he's been with the Twins. It's only been his work with the pitching coach. He was 56 walks, 56 Ks, and then he got let go of a winning team. He comes over to the Twins. They only pitch him out of the bullpen. He's got 13 Ks and 2 walks at this time, and he might not get tendered in the offseason. This is the most important start of his career, and there's been times when I thought John Gant was very strong. He wasn't getting hit. The reason why his whip was so high was because he had so many walks. Dommy Gunn's on the under 6 in the first 5 Yankees. I am on the under 6 first 5 and the Twins first 5 plus 190. Viper says I hate Gant. Viper, you know that I like these bum pitchers. And I think Gant, look, sure, we could show up. We could show up to the show tomorrow and I could have a bottle of Kraken right here. And I could have, become a boozy mess because the Astros lost and John Gant shit the bed. That's all possible. But I think this line is ridiculous. Only 4 hitters have seen John Gant. Anthony Rizzo destroys John Gant. 6 for 12 with 2 doubles, 1 homer. So you got to watch out for Rizzo. I get it. Taillon, they don't touch Taillon. They're 4 for 23 against Taillon, but now they've seen him a couple times. So let's go. Here we go. John Garcia says, I feel you have a great day and we'll milk today. John Garcia, look, I would much rather hear how you are doing. And if I heard that it's more important to me, I can get out of this shit. I'm also 25% in and out every Friday. I want to know that you are feeling better. John Garcia has COVID right now, and he's in the throes of COVID. That's all. That means more to me to know that you are feeling better than whatever happens to me tonight. I've been in this game a long time, and I understand what the highs and lows are, and the lows are horrifying, and the highs are glorious. But what I care more about is your health, and we all of us do. Everybody here in the chat cares about your health. So I'd love to hear that you're feeling a little bit better. That means a ton to me. Okay. Clint says, I know we don't like turning a dog into a fade, but Twins first 5 plus a 1.5 minus 20. No, because we can't. The thing is here, Clint, that they put the first 5 total at 6, which means that there's a ton of volatility. When there's a ton of volatility, we've got to take shots. If anything, and when we watch Logan Collins do this, if anything, you take the Twins minus a half for a huge score. If the first 5 was at 4, it means there's very little expected volatility. Okay, so let's move over here right now and take a look at the odds. And for the first 5, which is what is important to me, and we'll go to BetOnline. BetOnline opened this at plus 230 at 8:09 a.m. It's at plus 190 right now. God, that just to be on the ass end of this line, that makes me so angry. Then we go, because in all honesty, it was frustrating not cashing that over 9.5 in Cincy, Chicago. But the capping was strong. The Reds' bats didn't help. Knowing that Molly could get touched on the road, I could have bet it differently. But that didn't make me angry. What makes me angry is getting the bum line here at plus 190. We're going over the full games here. This total is at 10.5. It was juiced to minus 111 to the under, and it's moved to 10 at Pinnacle. Then, and remember, the Twins' bullpen's been quite good of late. Then the Yankees open up at minus 267. They're now minus 239. So there's been a 28-cent move. A 28-cent move here, and we don't. Look at John Garcia. What a guy. He says, I feel you'll have a great day and we'll milk today. We want to hear how you're doing, John. So please let me go. Or let me know. Okay. So now let's go. So both bullpens are pitching well, and maybe I should have moved on the full game. Logan Collins says, if this game's over, it's all because of the Yankees. See, Logan, the Twins have much, much better numbers against righties over the last 30 days than the Yankees. But I hear you. The Yankees are playing great baseball right now. Let's move on, and Dommy Gunn agrees with you. So then, you're in great company. Here we go. The cash flow in Twins-Yankees right now, Minnesota, New York, 4,489 tickets in. 66% of the tickets on the Yankees, 66% of cash on the Yankees, and a big move towards the Twins. Then we have 55% of tickets on the over, 78% of cash on the over, and it's going down to 10. Okay. And Robert Cherry says, get well, my guy. We need each other, and I need all your wisdom, guys, and everyone in the chat. You all supported me back to health when I had COVID, so you have all my support and love in return. I love that, Robert. I'm on Twins first 5 plus 190. Minnesota, New York, first 5 under 6 at minus 120. We move on, 7:10 p.m. Eastern. We have 3 games left on this card. And then we got to talk CFL. 7:10 p.m. Eastern, Miami Marlins at Cincinnati Reds. Marlins 51-70, 21-40 on the road. At Reds 65-57, 32-29 at home. Great American Ballpark, Cincinnati, Ohio. 82 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 3 miles per hour in. Marlins Reds. This total opened up at 8.5. Do we know who's pitching for the Marlins? Because that wasn't. I thought it was going to be Zach Thompson, but is it Zach Thompson? Does anybody know if it will be Zach Thompson? Big Daddy Boom says Marlins plus money looks sexy. Let's talk about this a little more. 82 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 3 miles per hour in. Zach Thompson, 2-5, 2.91 ERA, 1.12 whip, 52 2/3, 48 Ks, 20 walks, 4 home runs. Last start, he went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, no homers, no walks, 3 Ks, and a 5-4 win at home versus the Cubs. Going up against Luis Castillo. We don't know if it's Zach Thompson. We have Zach Thompson on Roto, says Puzzler. Luis Castillo, 6-12, 4.51 ERA, 1.41 whip, 137 2/3, 138 Ks, 59 walks, 16 home runs. In his last start, he went 6 2/3, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 homer, 2 walks, 8 Ks, and a 6-1 loss at the Phillies. At home, he's had an okay season. I mean, not the all-star that we've seen in the past, but 4-5, 3.72 ERA, 254 points batting average. On the road, 2-7, 5.27 ERA, 259 points batting average. He's getting killed on the road, and he's been good at home. Marlins versus righties last 30 days, 255, 723 OPS. Reds versus righties, 276, 884 OPS. Marlins bullpen, last 30 days, terrible. After a good season, 5.09 ERA, 1.48 WHIP, have successfully converted 7 of 11. Reds bullpen, 4.84 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, have converted 6 of 11. And if it is Zach Thompson, the Reds have never seen him. Against Castillo, the Marlins are hitting .237 with a .599 OPS. It feels like a get-right spot for Luis Castillo. It just feels like a get-right spot. CT bases, Marlins hitting just enough. Brinson and De La Cruz helping. Aguilar leads NL in RBIs. Now, let's take a look at if there's been any kind of market move since it opened up. We'll move over here to Pinnacle. And this total opened up at 8. Opened up at 8.5. So, opened up at 8.5, went to 8, back to 8.5, back to 8, and is now sitting at 8.5. So a lot of movement there. And then the Reds opened up at minus 195. They're now at minus 257. Wow. So not available at Bet365. Is it available now? It's still not available now. Let's do this again, see if we can refresh it. Still not available now. And while it's not available, a 60-cent move. Wow, Yenny, very interesting question. And while my whole family gets pho, I get the pork chop. But that's because my mother-in-law makes better pho than we get out. So I'll never buy it out because she makes it better at home. There you go, Yenny. All right. So we move on from this spot. Wow, but shocking. 60-cent move before it's available at most of our books. Keep that in mind. CT Bay says, ball going to be flying out in Cincinnati. Reds get lead. Use mediocre middle guys, so Marlins score 2. Over. And Tommy Gunn says exactly. We move on to 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Milwaukee Brewers, 74-47, playing elite baseball. 42-20 on the road. Unbelievable numbers on the road. At the Cardinals, 61-58, 32-27 at home. We're at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. 86 Fahrenheit clear, 6 miles per hour sideways in. Brandon Woodruff, 7-6, 2.18 ERA, 0.90 WHIP, 140 in the third, 163 Ks, 36 walks, 11 home runs. Last start, he only went 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 3 Ks. It was a 17-4 win at the Cubs. There was no need to push him. No need to push him. And Logan Collins loving the over 12.5 at plus 675, and I believe that's on the Reds Marlins game. Michael Overlina says Thompson can have a real good start for the Marlins. Look, there have been times so far this year, especially the last few weeks, when we haven't had an announced starter and it's been the guy we've expecting. It has happened a few times, but we all thought it was going to be Zach Thompson yesterday. So the fact that they haven't put out a line with a pitcher on it leads me to believe that there's a high chance that it won't be Zach Thompson. And maybe that's why that over is being hammered right now, and the Reds are being hammered because it won't be a pitcher on the bump with a 2.92 ERA. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Jose. Brandon Woodruff going up against Sean Lester. Woodruff at home, 3-1, 2.26 ERA. Opponent's batting average 221 against him. The reason why I bring this stat up is on the road he's got a worse record, 4-5, but his ERA is 2.11, and they're only hitting 143 off of him. Lester, 4-6, 5.32 ERA, 1.62 WHIP, 91 and a third, 59 Ks, 35 walks, 16 home runs. In his last start, he's gone 5 2/3, 7 hits, 1 earned run, no homers, 2 walks, 2 Ks, and a 9-4 win at the Royals. Brewers versus lefties last 30 days, 276, 772 OPS. Cards versus righties, 259, 742 OPS. Brewers bullpen, 3.80 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, have converted 8 of 12. Cards bullpen, 3.72 ERA, 1.18 WHIP, have converted 6 of 11. Steve. All right. And Logan Collins looking at no score first inning at plus 155 in that Tigers game with Quintana and Manning. Interesting. And CD Bay says Brewers batters have crazy numbers versus Leicester. So let's move over there right now to the baseball data. Against Leicester, they're hitting 328, but with a 762 OPS. So 44 for 134. But only 8 of those 44 hits are extra bases and 0 homers. 0 homers. Slatsy says Leicester's done, but that last start was pretty good. 5 2/3, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 Ks, and 9-4 win at the Royals. Now I know it's at the Royals, but I don't know if he's fully done. Let's take a look at what the market has done with this spot here. We have the Total opening up at 8, juiced to the under at minus 115. It's now at a pick'em. Then we have Milwaukee opening up at minus 177. They're now at minus 193. So let's see if the cash follows that. Chase White, what's the taint? The taint is Wander Franco over a half run at minus 120. So let's move over to the cash. And there's John. He says, no taste, no smell. Worst part is over. No more fevers. Okay, there we go, John. That's what I wanted to read. No more fevers is a big, big deal. That means you're coming through, man. I love that. All right, so here. Brewers Cardinals cash flow. 5,813 tickets in. 73% of the tickets and 53% of the cash on Milwaukee. Wild. And then 43% of the tickets on the over and 84% of cash on the over. That is absolutely wild. So not only is there an expectation that Lester's going to have a good start, but there's an expectation that Woodruff is not going to. Wow. Who would have thunk that? And Deacon Mike says, Lester isn't done. Sincerely, Jake Arrieta. I love it. Wow, that throws me for a loop. So over 8 is the look. Bullpens have now seen the opponent for a little while. They know what they're looking at. The over being bet. Well, let's take a look at the cash flow again here. All right, I'm sold. I am sold. Over 8 for me. Over 8. All right. There is an addition to my card, and there's been a couple of them. This is a big day for me. All right, we move on to the final game on the card, and we don't know who is pitching for the Dodgers, but the line is out. And look at this, by the way. So, look, I made a mistake, and you know, yesterday it was partly due to having my daughter's birthday party with the family. Big birthday party is tomorrow, but we had a family birthday party, and in-laws came over, and I said on the show that JT Brubaker is pitching so poorly that it doesn't matter who the Dodgers start, we should hammer the Dodgers. And I didn't do the due diligence and the hard work when it became available. But look at this. Pinnacle has opened up the Dodgers game. They opened them up at minus 157. They're now minus 191. A huge 34-cent move before any other books have opened it up. Wow. That's huge. Let's break this down. Mets, Dodgers, 60-60, 24-37 on the road to the Mets. At home, Dodgers are 39-20 overall, 75-46. Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Chavez, Ravine, 72 Fahrenheit, clear, 7 miles per hour, out to right center. Taiwan, I just got a flashback of being egged on Echo Park Boulevard in my first year down in LA, leaving a grocery store, feeling good about myself, and egged. Pretty close to Chavez Ravine. Taiwan Walker, last start, 6 2/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, solo shot, 3 walks, 8 Ks, and a 2-1 extra inning loss at home versus the Dodgers. Taiwan Walker at home has been good this year, really good. 4-2, 3.05 ERA, 2.02 opponents batting average. On the road, 3-5, 4.53 ERA, 2.38 opponents batting average. Luke Murphy says bullpen day for the Dodgers. Pub Sports Radio, and Jose says, I'd love to hear more. We can get to that. And Paco says a boatload of sharp money. Logan Collins says under. Dennis Trusty says, well, what if Jimmy, the first 3 innings there, pitching lights out, and the over-under drops, and then 4th or 5th inning one gets rocked, and the over-under is like 5.5? Yeah, I mean, if you want to live bet, excuse me for the danger is that Lester or Woodruff get touched early. So, all right, so a bullpen day for the Dodgers, and Taiwan Walker coming off a good start at home versus the Dodgers, who just saw him. That's a ton. You're right. That's a ton of sharp money on the Dodgers. So we'll have to see when that is available for us because it's not available. All right. So let's review action and then go into CFL where we are 1-0, treading softly. After all this hard work and 480 bets in, I'm only up 2.5 units on the year, 53.1%, ROI plus 0.52%, and it's frustrating. I'm very frustrated. Very frustrated. Let's go over this. Jose is on the Tigers team total over 4.5 at plus 103, and the Tigers first 5 minus half at plus 126. Both plus lines. I want Jose to succeed, and I wish he just took the Tigers money line just to allow the push. But I will be cheering for him heavy because I'm on the Tigers first 5 at minus 105. And I want Jose to man up, do whatever he wants to do as a winning capper on the show. Then we have the taint play today. Wander Franco over a half run at minus 120. And the team total over 5.5 at minus 120 is being hammered by everybody on the show, and I get it. So then we move to 2:05 p.m. Eastern, Mariners, Rangers. The big move towards the Rangers while the cash is on the Mariners is crazy. And it's a bit of a red flag for me. Robert Cherry, and great answer from Deacon, says if Rizzo smashing John Gant, why the home run prop plus 600? Because Rizzo's just getting back from COVID. Then I am adding Astros first 5 minus a half and full game minus 1. And I know it's very dangerous. Then I'm on the White Sox first 5 minus a half and minus 120, and Oakland Chicago White Sox first 5 under 5 at minus 115. And the Rusty Kuntz play of the day is in. Rusty Kuntz is on the A's at plus 145. Rusty Kuntz, right there. Going to, and it scares me that he's going for such a big plus line, but I believe in the man. I believe in the man very much. And wow, I missed this. Jose says if the Twins lose, you should do however many shots they lose by. I can't make that bet because it's my daughter's birthday party Friday after the show. And I can't risk showing up there drunk. Jose's laughing, but that's just honesty there. I can't risk showing up hammered at my daughter's 4th birthday party. So I can't make that bet with you, and I apologize. And I'm a gambling man, but not when it comes to, ruining my daughter's 4th birthday party. Trusty says you can on Saturday. Shit, he's right. But what do I get? See, that's just a lose. What do I get if they win by something? See, Jose, we don't want to see you back in the ditch. I don't know. So look, there's got to be a win. There's got to be a risk reward. All right. So I'm on White Sox first 5 minus half. Oakland, Chicago first 5 under 5. Then Phillies, Arizona, I am off. Then I'm on the Twins first 5 plus 190. Minnesota, New York Yankees first 5 under 6 at minus 120. Then Marlins, Reds is not available for me. And we talked about what's gone on here. And God, Pinnacle, such an incredible book. I mean, I know why my local isn't Pinnacle and he's bet 365. There's been what did I say the move was? So this is not available for us to bet at most books and already at Pinnacle. Look at this, and it keeps moving. It just moved another cent. It opened up minus 195 at 10:10 a.m. In 2 hours and 27 minutes. It's minus 258. A 63-cent move while we can't bet it. And like Paco was saying, that's sharp money. I'm adding the over 8 in Brewers Cardinals to my action. Over 8 in Brewers Cardinals. And then Mets Dodgers is the same type of thing. The sharps, and we know that Pinnacle lets sharps in. It's one of the only book maybe that won't kick you out for being good. Now they put limits on their opening line. So they didn't get destroyed here on the Dodgers. They put limits on their opening bets, right? So those bets got up to the limit bet, and they thought, oh shit, we're wrong here. We got to move this line. So I respect Pinnacle enormously. Mets Dodgers, it's going to be a bullpen day for the Dodgers. I have to study that a little more. Taijuan Walker's looked very vulnerable for the last little bit. He pitched very well at home versus the Dodgers. They just saw him 5 days ago, and he likely gets touched here. All right, so there you go. I love you, Rodney. And Michael Everly says, we talking CFL. You're damn right. We're talking CFL. A fascinating game for us here on Thursday night. Edmonton Elks 0-2, both at home. in very ugly losses at the BC Lions, 1-1, making their home field debut. This is a wildly interesting game, and the market has been so predictable, and I think we can take advantage of it. Now, I am treading very lightly here, but my unit size is 150, so I've always had confidence in CFL, but I've only made one bet to start the year. We cashed it so easily that first half, under 24 in the Bombers Argos game in Winnipeg. Now, in 20 minutes, our Babano, Ian Cameron, will be doing his football show. Ian Cameron's Football Frenzy is on in 20 minutes here on Pop Sports Radio. And I know you'll be talking a lot about this game. This opened at 4.5. The dog at 4.5, and dogs have been cashing nonstop early in the year. Now, the Bombers did squash that when they beat up on the Argos, but the Bombers at this point in the year are clearly the best team in the CFL. Now, maybe the Alouettes have something to say about that because that was a pretty spectacular performance they did last week. But right now, the Bombers defense under O'Shea looks spectacular. So, dogs have been cashing. This goes from 4.5 to 3.5. Now, let's talk about this Edmonton team because they're generating a ton of offense, but they can't do anything in the red zone. 6 trips to the red zone. They've scored 1 touchdown, 1 red zone score. Their only touchdown through 2 games. Kev says, what's your best bet? I'll have to take a look over it. Thank you, Slatsy. Yes, that was a fun breakdown and a very, very enjoyable to watch it just go exactly as planned. So we have this Edmonton team that's generating a ton of yards, 727 yards of total offense. Right now, they're one of the league's most effective passing attacks. They lose at home to the Red Blacks of Ottawa on week 1. The Red Blacks at Saskatchewan are plus 10.5, up to plus 11 at Sports Interaction. That's how bad they are. They come into Edmonton and beat them. Then, last week, they get destroyed. They put up a late score, but they get absolutely destroyed in week 2, 30-13 by the Alouettes. Now, the Alouettes might be very, very good. Very good. So, Trevor Harris, there's always been a talk. If you get a hard hit on him, he's a different quarterback. There's always been that talk about Trevor Harris. But he leads all quarterbacks with 566 passing yards and a 71.3 completion percentage. And he has a league-high 73 passing attempts. So you have James Wilder Jr., who we know very well here in Toronto. He was 2017's most outstanding rookie, and he is 174 yards rushing. And he has the most rushing gains of 10 or more yards. How is this team playing so badly when you have these kind of numbers? Wilder also, 9 of his 13 targets, 72 yards in the air. He's averaging 8 yards per catch. Then they have these red zone problems. So are handicappers looking at the dogs cashing nonstop in the CFL, or are they looking at that red zone issues that they have aren't something that we'll see that there's something that's fixable? Then you have to say, do you trust Jamie Elizondo? I think this is a coach with his hands full. So you have Darrell Walker, 172 yards receiving. You have Shea Ross, 8 catches for 82 yards. Do you trust the fact that the Edmonton Elks are capable of putting up these offensive numbers? We'll be able to do it against the Lions, and this is a very low total for the CFL. I looked very, very hard at that, and I think it's probably right. And the market agrees that it's probably right because it's moved up a half point to 48 since the show started, and this opened up 46.5. It's probably right. Their red zone deficiencies early in the season is probably something that they can fix. Now, we'll go to BC. Riley comes in as a surprise starter for week 2. We have a quarterback controversy. He throws for 342 yards, but he's second in total passing yards of 545. The Lions are the best passing team in the CFL. Burnham and Whitehead look to be the most dangerous wide receiving combination in the CFL. They've each caught 11 passes. Both have over 200 yards receiving. So I agree, Jose. I like it. So with all that being said, the Lions defense is being incredible. But they got beaten up badly in week 1 against a very, very tough play at a very tough place to play, Mosaic Stadium in Regina, Saskatchewan. Then they shut down the Stampeders. So you have to ask yourself, is the Stampeders offense dead in the water? And will this Lions team open it up more against the weak Edmonton Elks squad? I tend to think that is true the more I've talked this out. So let's just take a look at what the BC team total is. Because the last thing I want is this Elks team to be uncomfortable in the red zone because they're 1 for 6 there and start kicking field goals and need a full game over. But we've seen this Edmonton defense susceptible. Now we finally get to go home in front of our home fans. This total is going down. Now we have a 26.5, but it's juiced to the under. Why would it be juiced to the under? Then we need that first half team total over that isn't out yet. So as I'm capping this, and thinking about this out loud, why would that 26.5 be juiced to the under? Why? This total is going up to 48. So there is an expectation from the market that the Elks are much better than the stats that we've seen. And that's extremely interesting. So I'm starting to lean more towards, it's not the fact that the dogs keep covering in CFL. It's more the fact that people believe that the red zone deficiencies can be fixed. And if the red zone deficiencies are fixed, why not take the over? And we saw what happened to this Lions defense in the first half of the season, but now they come home. Ken Mizrahi says 31-23 Lions, Elks, and under teased and cashed. Coco says Butler out for BC, but don't think it's that big of a deal as Rainey is being a better average per carry. Real Deal Prime says Elks aren't clutch. Show me. So with all that being said, I want the Lions. I'm on the Lions first half -2.5, -115. That's already bet. Lions first half -2.5, -115 bet. But I want a Lions team total over. But clearly, the market thinks that there's more value. Look, the Elks under 21.5 is -125, and the Lions under 26.5 is -125. So Riley is not taking risks out there. So I want the Lions team total, first half team total over. That's not available yet. And I'm going to leave it at this, at Lions first half -2.5, -115. I need more time to sit and think about this game. And we will be breaking down both CFL games on tomorrow's show as well. So I'll have to speed through the baseball a little quicker. There you have it. It was a wild show today, full of ups and downs and screaming and anger. And Capper's wife's worried about my anger. I get it. I'm worried about my anger as well. And I can't make the bet because I can't show up at my daughter's 4th birthday drunk. So here we go. Last review. Jose's on the Tigers team total over 4.5 +103. Tigers first 5 -1/2 +126. I'm on the Tigers first 5 -105. The give me my props play or parlay of the day. Phillies money line and Eagles +0.5 in NFL. And I'm going to be retweeting Birdie's NFL looks he gave us out on Tuesday. I'm going to be retweeting them right after the show, so I'll get that out to everybody. Thank you for sharing that, Tron. Okay, here we go. Next up, we have the taint play of the day. Wander Franco over a half run at -120. And everybody on the Rays team total over 5.5 at -120. I'm not, but I get it. The pimp slap play of the day is the Mariners. Copy and paste that. And Houston, Birdie's also on the Astros -1.5. That is an addition. We'll get that in a second. I'm just going to copy and paste everybody's action. Here we go. So, continuing on, no move for me in Mariners Rangers. I'm adding Astros first 5 and full game, and the spreadsheet play of the day is Astros money line -155. The first 5 will be -0.5. The full game will be -1. The Rusty Kuntz play of the day is the A's +145, and J-Dub asking my play of the day. I will look over everything in a second. I'm on the White Sox first 5 -0.5 at -120, and Oakland Chicago White Sox first 5 under 5 at -115. Then the Twins first 5 +190 for me. Minnesota New York Yankees first 5 under 6 at -120. Then we have Marlins Reds. I'm on the over 8 in addition to my action on the Brewers Cardinals. Detroit first 5. Kevin Riley says he likes that. And then I'm not sure what to do with the Dodgers right now. And I'm on the Lions first half -2.5 at -115. So I would say that the market moving against me is uncomfortable, but I really like the Lions first half -2.5 at -115. In baseball, the bet I like the most. Let's just take a look at the market here one more time to see if it's correlated. Here we go. The Tigers game, 8,700 tickets in. And 49% of tickets on the Angels, 66% cash on the Angels. So an idea the market thinks that Quintana is going to have a nice start is wild to me and makes me uncomfortable. Okay, after looking at everything, I think that the Houston Astros first 5 -0.5. Let's see what that is right now. The Houston Astros first 5 -0.5. Let's go right there right now and see what it would be if you were betting it. Oh, come on. Here we go. First 5. Oh, my God. It's gone now. How could it just left? They're giving me a first 5 total. Not okay. I'll have to look it up in a second. I don't want to look it up on my phone. But I believe the first 5 -1.5 with the Astros, with the Royals never seeing Garcia. But it doesn't all correlate because of Garcia's poor road numbers. But the Astros have so much history with Mike Minor. So I think that is probably the best play of the day. I also like that Twins Yankees first 5 under 6. But if I had to put it all on the line, I would say Astros first 5 -0.5. There we go. Dommy Guns on the Oakland +145 as well. Yankees first 5 under 6. I'm with them on that. And Diamondbacks team total over 3.5. And I will copy Jimmy Gomez plays. He's on the under 8. Damn it. And -20 says North Ender. Thank you. I don't know what happened. The first 5s have been messing up on Bet365 for me. I don't always have them, and they come and go. It's annoying. All right, there we go. Robert Cherry says BC's +100 on the 3.5 line, but the Elks are +148 straight up. Interesting. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. And look, I apologize for the highs and horrifying lows that happened on this show. But, it's transparent and it's honest, and that's what you get, But we have no show without all you guys in the chat with your insights, your humor, and everything that you bring to the show. We know that. And we're so thankful to roll with you guys. So thankful. Shout out to Ski Prophet, Dommy Gun Ricci, Razor, Sharp Picks. We have a huge show in 6 minutes. Head over to Babano's Big Football Frenzy. And then at 7 p.m., is it 7:30 p.m.? I should check. I never remember if it's 7 or 7:30 p.m. I believe it's 7 today, right? Because they wanted Hammer Delmar. At 7 p.m., we have big horse racing show on Razor Sharp Picks. And don't forget, Saturday. Oh, and 4 p.m., Babano and C-Mac closing line show. And then Saturday, baby, horse racing all day. God, I can't wait for that. Thank you guys so much for everything. North Ender, Real Deal Prime, Kevin Riley, J-Dub, Robert Cherry, Birdie, Ken Mizrahi, Mike M. Tron Hopkins, Michael Robertson, Dennis Trusty, Coco Bongo, Brian Watson, CT Bays. So many guys I want to thank. And You guys mean the world to us here at Pub Sports Radio. Let's get paid in full. God, I need a day today. Jesus! Hey, those bookmakers!